Let's prepare, right? So prepare is simply getting ready for what's ahead. So when it comes to preparation, there's really four things that you want to look at for going into a recession. And the first one is you want to put any big risks on pause. So any decision that you would make for your company or that you would make, say, based on a personal basis. So for a company, I might look at if I'm looking at making a big land acquisition that's going to potentially cause vulnerabilities for my company. I might want to put that on pause. Same thing for if I'm going to expand, maybe make some hires where I'm going to have a lot more overhead. I want to look at that as a risk to my company and put that on pause. But any sort of big risk for your company, you want a capital expenditure, if you will, put that on pause. And also, I can look at that from a personal standpoint. Is now a good time where I should be going out and financing a new car? Spending $70,000 on a new car, or going out and mortgaging myself on with a new house, or taking on something that would cause me to be vulnerable. The second key point is to cut back on superfluous. We were just trying to pronounce this correctly before this. Superfluous spending. I'm probably not pronouncing it correctly, but you know what I'm talking about. Spending money on things that you really don't need, things that would be considered luxury items. Number three is to reduce costly overhead. And I think one of the things we're going to look at here is that when you're looking at your company right now, if you have employees that are underperforming, this is probably the time to let them go, because obviously we can reduce our overhead, but those employees also put your company at risk. And then the fourth one is to avoid any high interest debt, or really any interest in general, as much as possible. So cash is king. You've heard that before. In a recession, that is never more true.
I like
All
that.
right. Cash is king.
I like that. Cash is king.
Cash is king. And you know what? In those businesses that do have cash available to them, when the market goes down, there's going to be opportunities to actually make purchases for assets at well below market value. And that's really where you make your money. I remember when the market crashed in 2008 and there was land everywhere that banks were trying to unload land. I remember one developer here who had a lot of cash, and he went in and he bought up lots of land for pennies on the dollar. And, he made millions of dollars doing that. Very, very shrewd investor. And that's what it takes, is just to be disciplined with that.